Вы правильно поняли, настало время вопроса-ответа на английском. Небольшой дисклеймер. Я сейчас на карантине, и даже несмотря на то, что у меня есть какие-то языковые пары, и английский в том числе, я не помню, что такое говорить на английском, потому что во время пар мы очень часто занимаемся какими-то конкретными вещами, типа подготовки к экзамену, который пройдет абсолютно непонятно как. Поэтому, мой акцент, мои спикинг-скиллы просто умерли. Это видео просто для развлечения, чтобы вспомнить, как говорит на английском. Поэтому у меня сейчас нет никакой претензии на то, что я говорю хорошо, потому что без практики я говорю уже нехорошо, и я уже не говорю, и уже ничего. Поэтому сразу не надо писать в комментариях, что «Ой, да что у тебя там за уровень?» Все будет хорошо, когда я позанимаюсь и попрактикуюсь, все будет в порядке. Поэтому погнали! Я взяла вопросы, которые вы задавали в Инстаграме. Вопросы вы задавали на русском, но я взяла, чтобы ответить их на английском, чтобы просто не плодить сущности и не делать несколько вопросов-ответов постов в Инсте. Поэтому давайте начинать. The first question. What do you think about pandemics and panic? Actually, I think that the whole attitude towards the virus, that it is very dangerous, is very relevant and actually right. Because I don't think that people realize how serious the problem is. And those people who decide to take a day off and just stroll around the city and go for a walk. I mean, they're really weird. And I don't think that we should panic, because panic is not a very positive notion. But still, I hope that people, especially people in Russia, will finally realize that this virus is serious and that the problem is not just something on the news, and not just something which is made up by the government or I don't know, this kind of evil power of the United States, whatever. I hope that people will stay home. So please stay home. I don't know, try to help your elderly relatives, whatever. Just do something which might help people who are at the highest risk to avoid getting contact with anyone. So the next question, what is your attitude towards BTS? Here we go, the questions that I like. So the whole story of me becoming an army, if I may call myself an army right now, whatever, is a very fun experience, because I end up being in a slump of watching hours of footage, of watching hours of fan videos, of crack compilations, whatever. I'm not exaggerating, literally hours. What do you do being quarantined? Oh, that's a good question, because I don't know what I do. I wake up at 10 a.m. because I have classes at 10:30. I attend my classes, I do my homework, I try to write my thesis project. I try to recall all the memories of me being productive with my foreign languages, with my Italian and English. I try to work out, but to be honest, I fail. My days are not very exciting or very entertaining. That is why I do not shoot daily vlogs, because they will be very boring. What do your online classes look like? They are very simple. You have a Zoom conference, and you have to turn on your mic and turn on your camera. You have to do your homework, and then you have to check it with your professor. If we talk about our language classes, it's just very simple, really, because we have lots of political translation, and we just go through all our translations and try to prepare for state exams. If we talk about other classes, like, for example, this kind of international security or international relations, modern international relations, it's much more difficult, because our administration has chosen webinar as the primary platform, which really sucks. You cannot be present while someone is speaking. Like, you can, but the connection is very poor. So the maximum of people we managed to make present at the lesson during the lesson is 3. So if we have such a class, we decide who is going to present their ideas, who is going to prepare. Sometimes we do not prepare at all. I don't think that this is less efficient than it used to be before coronavirus, because we just didn't attend classes properly, or we just slept during the classes, especially the first ones. So I have no complaints about this distance system, and I want all the universities to have it as an option like for any kind of programs, because it's really convenient. You don't have to wake up early and go to the university. You don't have to spend so much time, which is a very relevant problem, especially for people who live in the suburbs of Moscow. I have lots of friends and acquaintances who are from like different towns in Moscow region, and they have to spend at least 2 hours to get to the uni. It sucks because you have to wake up at like 5 a.m. So no, thank you. I do not want to attend any classes at all. Have you ever wanted to have a pet? Actually, I'm a dog person. I really love dogs, and I really love pets in general. Having a pet is having someone who is always with you when you want to cuddle or when you want to, like, I don't know, when you want affection. But it's a responsibility, and you have to take care of it, and you have to feed it, walk it. Oh, the last brain cell, it's difficult. So you have to take care of it, basically, and it's a responsibility. That's why I've always wanted to have a pet, but now as I get older, I understand that I do not want to like have pets until at least I know that my schedule is very stable, that I have this time and this desire to take care of a pet. So I'm trying to be responsible and mature right now, but I don't know if I'm managing to. Your favorite word in English? Actually, I have several. I love the word supreme and supremacy. White supremacy could have been a very bad example, but still. Okay, so yeah, supremacy and supreme. And I also love legacy. It sounds amazing, legacy. Oh, and I love the word jeopardize. It sounds like I'm a lawyer in the Supreme Court of the United States, and I say that this claim jeopardizes the interests of someone. It's like, it's nice. And I first heard this word when I was watching Suits. It's an American TV show about lawyers, and they use this jeopardize, and I was like, oh, that's a word. That's a word I need to remember. What's your favorite color? I have several favorite colors. I love different shades of blue. Sometimes I love pink and purple, right? Sometimes I love pink and purple. It depends on the situation, it depends on the lighting, but the majority of my clothes is black. I'm a weirdo. What do you think about the Russian opposition? I'm very negative about the Russian opposition because I think that our opposition is basically as fake as the efficiency of our government. And if we talk about some particular prominent figures, wow, that's a compliment for them. Like particular people, I don't like Navalny at all, for example, and I don't like any kind of public people who claim themselves as oppositioneers. It feels like all of them are populists, and I do get it that it's difficult not to be a populist in this country, because when you think about people who you would like to see as a president, you are unlikely to be 100% sure that this opposition leader, for example, is a proper candidate, because they do not have a proper platform or proper party manifesto. And if they do, all their suggestions are very populist and are very far from Russian reality. And this type of measures might be suitable for some European states with transition political period, but not for Russia. Do you have mental breakdowns? I do have mental breakdowns 3 or 4 times a week, and it is a revelation I need to make. Because I feel like when you are kind of a public person, it's hypocrisy to call myself a public person in a way, but still I have some audience and I have a platform to share my content. So people tend to feel like you're this perfect happy one because you just do not share the problems of your life, or you just try to be as happy as possible because you don't feel like people want to watch you cry or watch you suffer from something which is really important to you, and you don't always want to share some things which are very intimate to you. So yeah, I have mental breakdowns. I have lots of them, and I have several problems which I try to work on. That's it. What's wrong with you? Nothing wrong. And the next question, how do you manage to be so positive and motivating? The answer is, I do not manage to do this. It's just a mask I have to put on before filming a video. No, I'm joking, actually, because I'm trying to find this positive attitude to any kind of event in my life, to any kind of notion which I come across with. And I think this positive attitude helps to get through all the stuff. And I've had a very tough period in my life. It was in 2019, and at that time I thought that there would never be something worse than 2019, but still we are now in 2020 and it's getting serious. So yeah, I've been in a very dark place, and all these things happening around me really affected me a lot. And yeah, I've tried to elaborate a positive attitude to any kind of stuff. For example, if something bad happens, you will definitely get a refund from the life. You will have something better, you will have this white stripe in your life, and it will get better anyways. So I try to make myself think positively, because the only way to think positively is to make yourself do this. And as for motivation, I don't think that I'm motivating, because I'm quite a lazy person, procrastinating a lot, but I try to become a better version of myself every day, and to make myself do something. For example, if I have a desire to study English, or to have like an Italian class with a native speaker, I will try to get up and buy this class and attend this class and have this class, even though I don't want to spend some time on finding a proper professor or proper tutor or whatever. So yeah, it's all about your effort. It's all about trying. So that was the last question I wanted to answer today. Thank you for sticking up with me. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up somewhere on over there. If you are new to my channel, you can subscribe somewhere over there. Also follow me on Instagram. It's just PLANETRINA as always. And I hope to see you soon. I hope that you are safe and sound. Take care of yourself. Боже, как это кринжово-то было! Пипец, ребята, пипец, больше никакого английского.